live with Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. I need to get this one done as soon as possible because I'm streaming late. So yeah, in other words, we're going to just hammer on through with the story. That's the shit where I was dealing with, the shit where I was doing with the bird and woman and whatnot, bird person. Geralt, what we call in bird person culture, we would call that a dick move. That was back when I was actually watching Rick and Morty. After season 3, episode 1, I ain't watching that shit anymore. Because fucking Adult Swim decided that to be the April Fool's joke, and it went over Samurai Jack. What was it, like 2 months Rick and Morty fans were waiting for season 3? We were waiting for like, I think, what was it, like, probably like around 10 years at best with Samurai Jack. I don't know. Oh, he's above. Oh, my high vampire brother.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from their hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Pretty helpful creatures. Call on them often?
I try not to overdo it, but they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly.
All right, so
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There, beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent...
Tesha Mudna.
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste, and this brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to...
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be... A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Mutna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special... Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape.
See no reason to dawdle.
In a moment.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. 1 drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
I think you can get actual special armor from this place.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct.
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm...
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms. A vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once. Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
This place. There's evil here.
Death hangs in the air.
Yes. A great many beings have breathed their last here.
Cliffs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
So is this cliff for?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as though...
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time. Deny it, but alas.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you
could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The sentinels... Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels
Got here. Sends shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
We're gonna check a whole lot more.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so.
I'm gonna need to make sure I'm like super ass prep.
The meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I got it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow. We just smelled the blood.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I shall overcome.
Good. Hold on. I'll let you out.
Yeah, because I was getting my ass kicked.
Yeah, Alcenia wasn't the only thing
Longer.
with the
That'll dry in a few hours.
finger
Same
thing.
other- Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some
Got some
experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
My face is going to be probably fucked up for the next 20 minutes, but should be alright. Yeah, that reminds me. Because I haven't taken this yet. Oh, there it goes. My face getting fucked up.
Hi, Dead Laugh.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef?
He chops his own hand off after killing him.
And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates. Forgive me. What?
How'd the hand know it was the parts that weren't there for?
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him. Still killed him. Chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment.
Delacroix
did something selfless.
Was kind to Detlef.
Guess you could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly the situation provoked such emotions in Detlef. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix. Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something.
Showed up twice in the vision.
A bootblack stand. Deadloff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Deadloff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him.
Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get a drink of water and also see what my dog's barking about. You know, all this thing where I'm doing Geralt's voice, I don't think I would be able to hold it very long, but I might actually do a Geralt plays thing. Where I speak like this and play video games. Speaking as Geralt of Rivia. And it wouldn't be nigh on perfect, but it's pretty damn close, a hell of a lot closer to my Batman voice, where I just go, "Oh my God!" I can do the one from animated series / Arkham, kinda. I just gotta think of a line. As I got a bag of potato chips, so it's like 12:04. I'm streaming, and I ain't got much time, so.
You can't pull one over on me, Witcher. I can see you're a killer.
Motherfucker, you think so?
Guess it's a champion.
And you've seen the 2 swords on my back. They ain't decoration.
Bootblacks don't usually work. Need to come back during the...
Even though it was like 5 in the morning. It get a little shit stain.
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pites, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morning, so folks with dirt in their boots go to you.
A far-fetched conspiracy.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my...
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit.
A witcher, and I'd advise...
I thought witches defend men.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? It's not allowed, that kind
He'll break your legs, vagrant! Teach you to help the Lord and circle him! Now! Now from the gate! Pack coming! You're not a complete fan.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl?
I'm investigating the beast, on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've...
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out, though.
Uh-huh. I see. As the Duchess's plotted, you'll come with us. Sometime in a sec. Come on.
You're very good with your fists, sir.
Listen, I'm interested in this...
Oh, wait, wait!
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean.
Little bastard.
So then,
One of your patrons. Tall.
a rival. Indeed.
How much? What? Gotta be kidding.
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine.
Got it all.
I should think so.
All right.
Fuck it.
Ah, see?
Guess I could...
1,000 thanks. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron. Gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good.
Know where I might find...
No, but
Don't have the time for that.
when I clean boots, sir, I do not let...
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling...
I am, thank you. The local necropolis does wonders for me. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin.
But he won't hurt...
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling...
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door...
Worth checking. Might happen.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you...
Thank you. Perhaps let...
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning
The
the
right
right thing
thing
to
to
bribe them with.
Little bastard took like 400, 500 of my gold. Should have just used Axie. Come on, Regis, we gotta run.
Red door. One the boot black mentioned.
A whole bunch of crows. Ravens, whatever. Those aren't crows.
Don't budge.
Those
Gotta
are
break it
northern
down.
ravens.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Detlef, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Hey, our ride works.
Nice. Ever consider...
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded. Come.
He here?
No.
Let's look around. Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime. Attic. Let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. Is his lover?
I don't rightly know.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
We just got a ladder. Not finishing that.
Detlef
Not really into
Valentine,
booze.
you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a
There you have it. Proof positive Detlef killed not of his...
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover. The sole human. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care.
Ever meet her?
Never had...
Take it you have your
I know humans better than he does. Their capacity to be disloyal, dishonest. I also know she took her things. Not something one associates with the kidnapped, or those who disappear against their will. I'll save you the trouble of asking. No, I don't know why she left. I can, however, hazard a guess that Detlef grew angry one day, showed another, more monstrous side.
Detlef have trouble letting go.
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Detlef is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee.
He's prepared to...
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills, for he cares for her deep...
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know. Tools were used recently. Detlef unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Look, slips of paper, name on each.
Detlef's victims, one and all.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter, all of it written using... See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have been...
Fair enough.
Look, this slip...
With wine. Not much to go.
Perhaps.
Blackmailer.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to...
Astute.
It's not one of your kind.
Precisely.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't say...
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazaire ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
Actually, it is. Dettlaff's
That's
being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed. Render the blackmail senseless.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about...
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help.
Think he'll listen?
He will. No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better...
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So...
What time is it? Just checking. 12:19. I got time.
Around 1:30, I'm gonna probably stop. Yeah, I need to check if I can. So I got fire stream and aura damage. Plus piercing cold.
Arms for the poor.
Welcome to Beauclair, city of love.
Yeah.
Better to die of drink than of boredom.
both steel swords.
Here's some free advice, Richmond. If you've no reason to live to spite others. Do you like it here?
I might actually just get this armor dismantled and use the bits and baubles for the Grandmaster Woven armor when I can. So in other words, we're going back to the Mastercraft. Sorry, I like my shit matching for me.
Do monsters have mamas and papas?
Actually, yes.
Stock send the whip, await those running riot.
I'm pretty sure 2 drowners fucking to get another drowner out. But then again, it also depends on the monster, because something like a Leshen I don't think can breed. Still in that audio glitch again. Thinking I'm still wearing the heavy armor when I'm actually just wearing medium. COVID-19! Even though I think a Witcher would actually be immune to that, because apparently Witchers are immune to most diseases. You don't have to worry about your dick looking like a foot. Yeah, that shit had to go down the wrong pipe. Goddamn.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
What up, bitches?
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
See?
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than I thought. The beast, I couldn't
kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not like that simple.
Beast of powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a Witcher? A monster slayer?
Nope, nope, and nope.
How to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Go ahead.
Send them to their deaths. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another skirmish.
Welcome to the stream.
40, 50, 100.
Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight
fog?
Hit
a target moves faster than the wind.
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this
one. Higher vampires, we call them.
Each
one is a little different, unique or exceptional, you might say.
Some transform
Into giant bats. Others communicate with animals. Command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong.
Thinking lesser vampires. Alps, Mars, catacombs, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attacking anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires, they think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it.
Know what I'm doing?
His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires, they're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct.
Not only they're intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeding many things, even love.
This one fell in love with a woman, a human,
and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free, or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. As soon as the woman's safe, you'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher.
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper.
Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them.
One of them stained. A drop of wine looks like.
So damn little go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop!
He sniffs wine all day.
In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est Ervelus.
Your Grace wished to...
Witcher? Show... Benoit, can you determine which wine?
Yes. The west bank of the Saar too. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saar-Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced. Perhaps some Saint-Real was stolen.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while up.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too...
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible... We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta.
Yes, Your Grace.
Yeah, ready to
Let's go.
Excellent. Give me a moment.
$12.33. That or I could sell the armor now that I think about it. I'd have to figure out which one's more profitable to get the Grandmaster armor.
This vampire. Have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it.
Ultimately, only a vampire can kill a vampire.
Yeah, like I said, if there were higher vampires instead of Leshens in Monster Hunter, we'd be fucked. Or Stera would be fucked.
Hunters have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this.
Back, you beast! Begone!
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Thank you.
You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Tell me more about this vineyard. Castelnovello.
It's the best in all Toussaint. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
I'm really far back.
Come on, I know I took that stuff.
Better not hit the puppy dog.
You call that escorting her illustrious...
Captain, this is not the time for such complaint.
Captain de la Tour! Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Especially since the rogue last attack.
I trust her.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace?
That won't be necessary. As you can...
Naturally.
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
And who are you, sir?
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal...
Which is
to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect. Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabrice.
Want to talk about Saint-Réal?
I am at your...
The Saint-Réal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become...
I don't drink wine, I drink beer, bitch.
The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Saint-Réal.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for...
We'll not get anywhere asking questions.
Your Grace?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Saint-Réal. Someone who should not have. Which means what? Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from...
But...
Remind me.
She pissed.
Where is the Sonreal?
In the main cellar, around...
I shall find it. Keep...
Oh.
Come, Witcher.
What if Fabricio's blackmail with the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Whom? That was probably one of the few cutaway gags recent Family Guy actually got me laughing about.
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Whom?
Vintner's log.
Fermentations completed with no complications. Tapped with a signal in mind. Here it is, barreling.
Everything
lines up at first glance.
Neatly
and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said that...
I think it's like right up around here. Whoop!
Got Pomino over here.
Move, bitch! I don't care if you...
Sonreal. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
I thought it was up there.
Sonreal. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
There we go.
Right here. 1269. What
now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Full. This one's full too. This one's full too. Full. This one's full too. Looks like all the barrels are full.
Dead, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sonreal? Grab a tap in the amber. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Not what I meant to do.
Barrel taps.
Swag.
Got the taps.
Then get to work. Let's broach those barrels.
Ready.
Step aside.
I'll go hammer the rest of them. Hey, you like that, bitch? Yeah, I bet you're gonna go orgasming.
Spice. Distinctive. This is Sonreal.
Watcha watcha. Kiss my ass. Toss a coin to your witcher bitch.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Must have been Papa Fear Gaming's nut.
Impossible.
Or blood or whatever.
Wine.
This is contaminated refuse that shouldn't... The fact that it did was...
Master Fabricio. Let's see
what he has to say about it. My ear itches.
Master Fabricio.
Dude got bitch slapped.
Disappointed.
But your grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
Get bitch slapped again, motherfucker. I'm gonna laugh.
I admit it. I...
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist.
Is what I provide.
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here... I shall tell you everything.
Who'd you
Sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Soreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired.
I've no Cintrin aristocrat at court.
Wine itself.
How did you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of... I had hauled the barrel there.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
That's enough. No one need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap.
Need to catch some wine thieves.
Cintrin
Noble could be your blackmailer.
Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Esther. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
See no reason to wait.
Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You will take the cart.
Fine. When the head-off begins, watch for my signal. Relax. Now we wait.
Ah, our favorite vintner.
You're all like, what the fuck?
What up, bitch?
It's not him.
Oops. Kung Kung Fui. Quicker than human eye. That hurted. Stop it.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Well, I had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you? His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother. Once again, who sent you? Your nun's lover. They call it...
Wait. He doesn't wish to speak. He needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Sure can.
Fresh shout.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope.
Kinda won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters. Provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength.
Gonna have a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Who hired you?
He'll kill me!
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out. The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered a man for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go to town.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely
get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take
care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Sooner or later everyone slips up.
Cintrian stole the Sangreal. That was his mistake.
Yet if we had not happened on the wine stain...
You're right. We got lucky. Even so, still can't be sure he's behind the kidnapping, the blackmail. Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely and just as important is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best to go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event going to be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place. A residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
This is appropriate attire. Do you not see my drip?
I should double the patrols, just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it here because this party thing takes a while. Like, comment, subscribe. Some on Patreon. Peace. I'm out.